It's another episode of Growing Pains with Andrew Heckman. And with me today we have...
My name is Cindy. I'm local to the area, but I'm also the owner of Creative Magic Events, and I think that's probably one of the reasons why we're here today.
Absolutely.
Is to talk about who I am and what I do.
Yeah, yep.
My name is Gabriel. I help my mom with her weddings, and I wanted to come here to talk about Pokemon.
Of course, and that seems like two fantastic topics, which I'm happy to address with both you and our ever-growing audience. So thank you for being here with us today. So
thank you for having us.
Not a problem at all. Yeah, I was when we first met there up at your place, I was very happy to like see what kind of services you actually all offer as like a complete package for wedding design and all that sort of stuff, just because me being the busy guy I am, I don't necessarily want to have to run around to 50 different businesses and find various items from this and that to make my sweetie pie's dream day come true. So we got up there and it was kind of like a one-stop shop, and then of course met the whole family, and it turned out to be we got a lot in common with everybody, and
right.
And of course Daniel Big DK isn't here with us today, but
I know,
shout out to him for all the barrels that he delivered just in an instant there right after we met. You guys were right here the next day with those cool Buffalo Trace barrels.
I know, I saw them outside. I was very pleased to see that.
Yeah. We got I think we got 10 of them, and we're still, or 10, or I don't know, something like that. But we're gonna do we are gonna build a Gorilla Ponics unit in one. I don't know when we'll get to it, but it shall happen. So yeah, we'll get it done. I don't know, we're kind of running out of room up on the stage there this year, and we're getting late in the year. But I mean, the beautiful thing about what we do around here is just keeps going year after year after year. So
100%, I feel that, absolutely.
I was gonna say you know what it's like year after year after year.
Well, I'm here today because I actually have a weekend off, ironically, because if not, you ain't gonna catch me again until the end of the season, right? Which we'd love to come back and absolutely talk to.
We're gonna recap
for sure. Sadly, Daniel couldn't be here today.
That's okay. He's a busy boy.
Yeah, he's dealing with the barrels at home.
Of course.
Aside from the weddings, and this is how essentially I've met you, and Alexandra is also, we're whiskey barrel brokers, as you know. It's pretty intense. Like, there's just no minute of time. It's always something. Customers, people, quotes, just, And
then on top of that too, when your business is at your home, it's so pertinent to have everything in order, and that's exactly where you guys were. The boys were out on the driveway sweeping up, and I grabbed the shovel and the wheelbarrow, and we just started cleaning up, because I know how it goes. Like there's never enough minutes in the day, and there's always something else to do somewhere else. So it's just like you got to take your minutes when you can get them, and if there's a hand to be offered by somebody else, you'll take it. And
well, I appreciated that, even though I felt so incredibly wrong that a client was like sweeping my driveway, whiskey barrel bungs and sawdust from cutting planters, but
hardly a client at this point. We're friends
now.
Lifelong friends.
We're friends. We've made some friends in the area that actually appreciate what we do, and they're not just stiffs. They have so many things going on that life just happens. Today, 11 o'clock. Yep, 11:08. Pulling in your driveway.
Shit. Well, yeah.
Somebody pulled up for a barrel at my house. I'm like, sure, I can sell you some planters. Daniel, can you come chop them? Like, it's just a thing, right?
Yeah, of course. And you showed up here at 11:08, and we didn't even get running till like 11:30. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. But we're here now, just having a good time, and I definitely recognize the hustle that we saw in each other right away when we showed up there to do a plan up with you, and then meeting Gabe and meeting Daniel along the way. I mentioned Pokemon at just the right minute, and somebody just did a full U-turn in the hallway and was just hooked right in from that moment forward.
Yeah, absolutely. You found that one little niche to get. How do I get that bored 12-year-old on the couch just sitting there like, man, is this over yet? How do I get him to engage?
Your Charizard collection's hella impressive. I'm like, damn, this guy's got it going on. He's been working at this, so props to you, good sir.
I realized you didn't tell him how you stole my job.
What?
You stole my job.
Oh, the wheelbarrow and the shovel.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got in trouble for that, didn't you?
Yeah.
My bad. I figured I was helping. I'm like, he wouldn't mind if I did his work. He can watch the podcast, which you did. I was pretty happy about that. But yeah, I didn't mean to take your chores away from you there, young fella.
Only because I need to teach him responsibilities,
of course,
and he needs to know how to hustle. Because
of course, I know. I got in the way. I got talking. a podcaster getting in the way and talking.
Can you imagine? How did that happen? I don't know. I'm a talker too. Maybe I could probably be on this thing all the time.
Well, hey, you're gonna be coming back no matter what. And then like you said, it's always this is that busy time of year. So I really do appreciate you guys just taking a minute and coming on out here. And I, everybody that comes up here, we realize what a luxury it actually is to be able to actually invite people out here, and you show up and you come and we have a great conversation right here in house. We're lucky. So we are thankful for that. Thank you very much for giving us just a little bit of that busy schedule. So
thank you for having us. And I think for me, most importantly, it's supporting other businesses as well.
Yeah, for sure.
And we know firsthand, just to kind of give you a little bit about me and who I am.
Please, of course.
So as I mentioned earlier to all of you, I own a company called Creative Magic Events. So I'm not a wedding planner per se. I am and I'm not. So on a corporate level, for over 20 years, I executed events for big organizations. Mm-hmm. So it was never really per se weddings. We did a lot of corporate functions, a lot of social committees, just organizing whatever. I can't really disclose the company I work for, but they're an organization that deals with multi-clients. So we do a lot of operational systems and offer customer service and collections for very large companies.
Right.
So I'm used to having to deal with all of these moving parts. And on the side, I always did hustles, birthday parties, loot bags, things, because I've always ever since I've been young, been a hustler. I always wanted more. Mm-hmm. I'm not happy with just status quo.
You got her.
So every year I would do things. I have a 25-year-old and I have this guy who's going to be 13 at the end of the year. So, my kids had the coolest birthday parties and loot bags.
Yeah.
Even when I would make Valentine's Day, Easter, things at school, parents would be like, Mrs. Pineda, where did you get this? How did you do this? I'm like, I made it. I was just always very creative. So fast forward now to COVID. Obviously, corporate functions are all shutting down.
Right.
So I get given a quality assurance because our company still continued, but obviously remote work. Mm-hmm. I get given a quality assurance job and I'm like, hey, this just sucks. I can't sit here for 10 hours a day listening to people and picking out what's wrong with a call, right? Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So I kept I posted on Marketplace and I would do outdoor birthday parties and stuff. And I started off with this 10 by 30 little tent from Walmart out of all places. Mm-hmm. And the thing blew up on me.
Perfect.
I within minutes, is this available? Because everybody was forced to do things outside. And I'm like, okay, well, we can do birthday parties. We can do all kinds of different events, whatever you want. Mm-hmm. And then one day I had a bride reach out to me. My venue just canceled on me because at one point we were having indoor so many people, outdoor within I think it was 5 feet of one another. Whoever made up that ridiculous, how do you control outside being 5 feet?
Oh man. So the whole thing got blown way out of proportion. But that's different.
That's totally different. So then I got this one girl who reached out to me and in tears, her golf course had canceled on her. And I'm like, yeah, I can help you.
Yeah.
And I did it.
Yeah.
And I started posting and I just hit the ground running. So obviously, I'm there's got to be a smarter way of doing this. I'm not going to reach out to tent rental companies and I'm not going to do all of this. So I spoke to my husband and I'm like, look, I think I've stumbled on something here. Mm-hmm. And if I can do it for corporate, why can't we do it for ourselves? So I took XYZ out of my TFSA and I blindly just invested and it blew up for me.
Perfect.
It was wonderful.
Yes.
Then what brought me to the county was most of our business was always out here because let's face it, people from the city don't essentially have big backyards to have these kinds of events. They have small things, but I don't want to do
I get it.
15 people at a party. I want big scale.
Right.
I want it I'm drowning.
80, 100.
100%.
150.
So we were always driving out here, and one night I almost fell asleep on the road.
Yeah.
And the country inn was rammed. King's Motel. Nobody would take us.
Right.
So we had to sleep on the side of the road in the truck. My husband was driving the pickup truck with the trailer, and I had the crew with me. We just pulled over. We parked. We slept for a couple of hours, and waking up at 6 a.m. was harder to drive home at that point than anything. So I said to Daniel, I'm well, we either got to move to the country or I can't. I can't do this. I just can't. So that's how we ended up here.
That's how you ended up where we met you.
Yeah, and we've been there for 3 years.
And how do you like it?
It's okay.
It's okay.
So
okay.
No, okay. So I love it.
Yeah.
But I have a hard time adjusting to like retailers closing at a certain time because I still do maintain full-time employment. I kept that quality assurance job that I hated.
Yep.
And I do this. So between the both, like,
it's tough.
That's just it. Like, and I don't want to drive 50 kilometers to Waterloo to go get something because it's 7:00 and it's closed.
Of course.
That's the only thing that I have, like, kind of that's hard. And of course, him making friends has been a challenge here.
Well, he made some friends with us out here.
He did.
Out our way. Yeah, you guys are always welcome out at the Ogo compound here. Yes. We no, I loved the setup that you had there. It was kind of like I said, like that little back space, and we just walked in. It was like a wonderland in there for particularly brides to be. I mean, groomsmen and grooms and all that. I was kind of like liking everything. I get so overwhelmed with choice. I
know there's a lot.
I get analysis paralysis is what happens to me.
But you picked those beautiful gold stands that I didn't even think about, right?
Just shiny object. Shiny objects.
That was good.
That's what
good.
it is. Yeah. She just trained me to look for gold. I think that's what
Well, you definitely found it.
Yeah,
I'll tell you that.
Exactly. No, that was a fantastic way to meet some friends around the area here. I was very happy when we headed up there and found out about all the services that you guys offer. So, and then tell me about the whiskey barrels too, because that part fascinated me as well. I mean, Buffalo Trace is my favorite American whiskey, but whiskey, and you can no longer even get it I have one bottle sitting on my shelf.
I know you can't get anything. I was trying to buy Tequila Rose the other day for my nieces.
Can't do it.
It was their champagne birthday. I'm like, champagne sucks. So I went into the LCBO, totally forgetting about this whole like American thing.
Yeah.
I'm like, where's the Tequila Rose? Where's the Tequila Rose? Lady's like, that's American. I'm like,
yeah, we need to get a Canadian Tequila Rose.
Well, I had to take Bailey's birthday cake. It just wasn't the same, but we were looking for Tequila Rose.
It's not quite the same.
It wasn't the same, but I mean, we made it work. Shoved it in the freezer. Yeah. I'm like, hey, let's just get this super cold.
Yeah.
It worked, but it definitely wasn't the same.
Yeah, we shouldn't talk ill of Bailey's. It's been to a holiday or two around our house.
100% it has.
Yeah, but no, the whiskey barrels, that was a really neat point because I came and I'm like, damn, these are Buffalo Trace here. What's going on?
Okay, so I'll tell you about that, and then we'll go back to. I didn't even tell you the most important thing about the business, but let's talk about whiskey barrels because those are interesting. Even though I know that this is going to be so taboo to some people who are listening right now, they are Buffalo Trace whiskey barrels. So yes, they do come from the United States. So essentially, how I got into barrels, and I'll give you a little bit of history about barrels. Again, weddings. So during COVID, I had a bride after my initial wedding that I killed it and nailed it.
Yep.
I had another bride reach out to me and she wanted to have this big, huge country rustic wedding. Mm-hmm. She wanted 20 whiskey barrels.
Oh, okay.
And it was such a big job. And I'm like, man, I got to find 20 whiskey barrels. Like, I will find these things no matter what. So I took the job. I sourced all over Marketplace. Mm-hmm. And I finally found a fellow in Midland who was selling them for like $50 a barrel or something, right? Mm-hmm. I'm like, okay, well, let me call this guy, call him, whatever. He's like, yeah, I got them, come on over. So I'm like, okay, so we rent a U-Haul.
Yep.
Go get these 20 barrels, have this wedding, life is good. Now, this was years ago prior to inflation, right? Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So have this wedding, and then when we were done, I said to Daniel, I'm like, man, I think I want to keep 4 of these barrels. I feel like this is going to be a thing. I don't think we're ever going to get somebody who wants 20 whiskey barrels. But 4 is a pretty good number, right?
Yeah.
So I put them up on Marketplace. I put some pictures. I went to bed. And I put my phone on Do Not Disturb at night because if not, people tend to want to think about wedding planning and birthdays and whatever at like 3:00 in the morning.
Laying in bed.
Yeah.
Boy, do I know. Do I know
and
about.
I'm just like, man, like ding. And being like the hustler that I am, I can't just like roll over and not deal with that ding.
Of course.
So then I'm engaged in like these conversations till like 2:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
So I had to like cut it off. It's on a D&D now.
Right.
Because if not, I'll just be talking to people all night.
Right.
So anyhow, I woke up to 300 messages of, is this available? I'm like,
what the?
And I'm like, my Marketplace is like circling. I'm like, holy shit, I think I answered people. Like the first 9 people, I had these things sold via e-transfer. I called Daniel. I'm like, hey.
Gotta get a bigger truck.
Listen, I think I just found a thing.
Yeah.
He's like, what do you mean? I'm like, bro, I just woke up to 300 messages of people asking me if these barrels are available.
Right.
what do I do? He's like, what do you mean, what do? You dumb? Call the guy, see if he's got more barrels. I'm like, all right. So I called him. So like,
that sounds like Daniel.
Yeah. Like, what do you mean? What? I'm like he didn't mean it. So let me rewind. We have been together. Well, we've known each other since we were 14 and 15 years old.
Yep.
So we have a different kind of dynamic of relationship, and we're 43 and 44 years old respectively today. So there's a difference there.
Yep.
So I called this guy. And I'm like, hey, XYZ, can I come buy some more? And obviously I'm not going to tell this guy I'm selling these things because now people are going to get a little testy about it. So I went with a U-Haul, a big U-Haul, a 26-footer. And I got 90 whiskey barrels. I'm like, hey, this should do it. I was sold out in 3 days. My dad's like, what's going on here? Because when I showed up to his driveway, at the time I was living in a smaller place. I'm like, Dad, I need to put these on your driveway. And he's like, what are we going to do with all these things? I'm like, I promise they're going to go. So that week I went to Midland 3 times.
Wow.
And he rented U-Hauls and they were all gone. It was like a revolving door at my dad's house. And I'm just like,
fantastic.
Oh my God, this is like drug money. It's just so ridiculous. I feel like I'm doing something wrong, but I'm not.
You're not. Yeah.
And I did it for that for a while. And I said to Daniel, I'm like, I can't keep doing this, man. Driving to Midland, there's got to be a better way. So I started sourcing.
Right.
And I found distilleries who were willing to sell me, but obviously I had to take tractor trailer loads, 288 at a time.
Right.
So that's how I got into whiskey barrels. And every 4 to 6 weeks, there's a tractor trailer on my driveway and 288 barrels are just on my driveway.
Cool.
Yeah, but there's obviously logistics behind it. Tractor trailers, people to hand, because this is all a hand bomb on my driveway, right?
Yep.
So it's been very good to me. Very, very good to me.
That is fantastic to hear. I mean, once you find that thing that works, right, you just smash the repeat button, right? If it worked once, it'll work again. So, and
it's been working. I mean, eventually barrels are going to become passé, and we'll just have to liquidate them and be done. But for now, they seem cool.
Or not. I mean, those things seem to have a little bit of a timeless style to them. I mean, something with. Maybe it's because we're all North American or something, and we have an affinity for the brown liquor or something. I don't know what it is, but certainly it seems like they all you can put them on display at a what do you need, buddy?
You can. It's also swishing season. You gotta remember, there's so many people out here that'll just take them because you could swish. They put their plants in it.
Amen.
Yeah.
So I forgot about the swishing season.
Oh yeah. Swish barrels.
Swish barrels.
Oh.
The dirty old barrel of swish. Yeah, that's on Trailer Park Boys.
Distilled water. Listen, you know how many people? First thing they ask me, are they swish barrels? So when I post my ads, I'll put decorative so they know if they're not good. But sometimes when I crack open that truck, I'm like, oh man, we're gonna have a lot of old timers here because I know that they're swish barrels. And even when we cut them in planters, sometimes I got bourbon that's just
Google
leaking.
It,
Sorry?
No, I was just saying Google it, please.
Oh.
I want just so the audience can know what we're talking about here.
I have bourbon leaking down my driveway as Daniel's just zinging these planters, right? And how many times I've licked my finger, I'm like, man, this is whiskey. This is crazy.
Hun, I think there's something wrong with this truck. He looks out, he's like, nope, just bourbon. just bourbon again. Don't worry about it.
Sometimes I'm delivering in the minivan of planters and he's cut them all for me and I'm like, oh man, when I'm driving I have to roll down all my windows because the vapor that comes from these things.
Yeah. Well, so we want to use one for Gorilla Ponics.
Yeah.
And of course I cracked them open and they are is it charred on the inside?
Yes.
Yeah, so it is charred. Okay, so and of course you can smell that and you can see there's some stuff swishing around. There's fluid in there and but I'm like, because it's me, because I'm free to do what I want on my own property and I just like playing with stuff. I know this is not probably the best way for me to go about running a Gorilla Ponics barrel. Usually you should use something food grade, but I'm like, well, you know what? It's whiskey grade, so why not? And I mean, there are those smokers of us too that don't mind maybe a little bit of harshness with you know what I mean? There are whiskey drinkers, there are cigar smokers, there are, you know what I mean? There's lots of people like all the different flavors of the rainbow. So we'll give it a go. We'll see what happens.
I don't think you're onto a bad thing because people buy these things from me to make maple syrup in them.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I also have people who fill it make sauerkraut. So I guess cabbage and I don't know. I'm gonna say vinegar or something. I don't make sauerkraut. I mean, I've seen my parents pickle 1,000 things, but the amount of attention I've paid to the pickling process is minimal. Sauerkraut, maple syrup. I had one guy. He's actually lives around here, and he has parrots or some Brazilian birds.
Okay, I think I know who you're talking about. There's only one dude that
mating. I know. Yeah, it's like this whole bird thing. I'm like, okay. Yep.
Out Staffaway, maybe? Is he out Staffaway?
He's from somewhere around
It'd
here.
Be fairly close to us here. I think I know exactly who you're talking about. But nevertheless, one thing about ingenuity and innovation is sometimes all it takes is a look at something, right? And then like to also think that those barrels are actually, I mean, they're not food grade, but they're watertight. Obviously, they're whiskey tight, watertight.
Correct.
And then you can, I mean, from there, it's like, well, if you use that, a food grade barrel of a different nature for something, in theory, I'm sure, and it's like kind of to get back to the olden days methods of things, like nobody got rid of anything, right? Nope. Like it was either like burned or recycled or composted or repurposed, and so I mean that's the thing with like swish barrels even, right? Like, you know, you made a barrel of whiskey, but well, there's still remnants. What else do we do? Add some sugar and some, you know, whatever, I don't know what else. Or swish is a fucking horrible drink that is made by taking a barrel that any kind of hard liquor has been aged in, filling it up with water and waiting for it to soak up all the liquor juices. It looks like shit, smells like shit, and tastes like shit. It is fucking nearly impossible to swallow, but it gets you insanely drunk and is cheap as fuck. The biggest downside of it is that it can blind or kill you, but the price is right.
Perfect.
Guy number one, what you drinking tonight? Guy number two, swish, it's fucking cheap. Guy number one, that shit is nasty. Guy number two, yo, but it'll get you fucking drunk, bud. There, I'm pretty sure that was Urban Dictionary. Yeah,
I couldn't find it anywhere else.
No, of course. If you want to look up swish, watch episode 3, season 3 of Trailer Park Boys. I think did you just look it up? Was I right?
That is correct.
There, I'm good. Yeah, I'm pretty good with my Trailer Park Boys discography facts here. So yeah, correct. Season 3, episode 3, Julian gets loaded on swish out behind the King of Donairs. So there, and then Bubbles and Ricky come and pick him up, and
we know a thing or two about that, don't we?
There you go.
Dad and Nunno hangover for 3 weeks.
What's that?
My
on swish?
Dad. Okay, so my dad. So he's an OG. Like he can hold it down.
Let's hear it.
Kind of man. He's now 79, I think. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's so bad. I don't know, but. So imagine now this man in his early 70s is so excited about this swish when he finds out about it. I'm like, hey, Dad, you got to put distilled water in it. That's the thing. Like, it's got to be distilled. So he's like, can I have a barrel? I'm like, sure. Why not? He's letting me use his driveway. I might as well make the guy happy, right?
Oh, no. Oh, no.
So he puts his distilled water in. Me and Daniel help him. And I'm like, not too much. Like, just this much. We don't want to make this watery. And he meticulously processes this thing for 30 days, moving this barrel all around the place. So we're at the point of, yes, we're going to do our swish. He's got coffee filters and J-cloths and rags, and him and my mom are doing it and cleaning this thing because the char from the whiskey sometimes will get in the liquid, right? So you got to clean that out. So he's got bottles of this stuff. Well, he decides that he's going to drink. And again, this is a man that can have like 2.5 bottles of wine and he'll be all right. And, you know, like 12 beers.
Putting him back.
Yeah, man. He was drunk for 4 days. He was like, I'm like, what's wrong, Dad? The next day when I came over, he's like, I'm awful. I don't feel well. I'm throwing up. I'm like, what happened? My mother's like, ask him what happened. Go look at how much he drank of that. She had this like ridiculous like poison Italian word for it.
Yeah.
Do you know that my father has not really drank ever since then? 4 days he was hungover.
It probably broke him.
He's like, get this poison. What do you call it? Turpentine. He ended up just draining it all. He's like, no, I can't do that again.
Fuck.
Yeah, he was not in a good position.
Oh my God.
Even now we'll go over, and Daniel's a big fan of like different beers, so he'll go in the LCBO and get like Red Stripe and Gulch and different things, and my dad's like looking at the beer. He's like, come on, Mitzi, have a beer with me. And he's like, you know. So I mean, in one way, it was a good thing he stopped drinking. Yeah. But yeah,
maybe everybody that's got a problem should Get on that and be done with it.
But he had never heard of Swish before. Like, he's Italian, so grappa was his thing, right? Like, he has no idea what Swish is and the amount of alcohol. My dad, this is like overproof, man. Like,
this is like 300 proof.
Yeah.
That's wild. That's just wild that something can be that potent after the fact. Like, that's just a byproduct.
Yeah,
literally of the whiskey. Like, that's just what's left over.
In the staves. So that's essentially whatever's left in the barrel, and then the flavoring and the vapor in the staves. So in the United States, they have a one-time use for bourbon. They're very serious about their bourbon.
Of course.
So they use the barrel.
I fucking noticed.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Very serious. So they use one-time use barrels. Hence how you got those beautiful blonde Buffalo Trace from me.
Yep.
So Canada, we don't follow that. So in the States, they'll reuse them for craft beers and things like that, or they'll get rid of them and they'll sell them to the Canadian market.
Red wine, right? Like
French oak, it's different. We use American oak for bourbon, and it's charred inside. I've also sold wine barrels. They're more expensive. They're bulkier, and people just don't want them.
No, I was gonna ask, do people ever get the bourbon barrels to age wine?
They do.
That's because that's one of our things that we love is I think it's the stave and steel, and it's bourbon barrel aged red wine.
Tons of people buy them for us for red wine making.
I can see that.
Wine season is usually August, September is where a lot of my barrels will go for that.
Got it.
If I'm lucky enough to have a watertight load. So there's processes to this, right? So the United States will sell to Canada. Canada reuses the barrels a few times. So if you notice on your barrel, there's various colors of paints.
Yep.
That tells us how many times we've filled it here in Canada. So they'll just put different colors. Sometimes it may be the same color, but in a different area. That tells you how many times.
Just one little mark.
Just for you to know. Yeah, you can see it. It's just like a paintbrush mark. That tells us how many times.
We'll have to do that on Gorilla Ponics then year after year. We'll just do it. Paint tick, and then a number 2, number 3, number 4, 5.
How potent is this barrel now?
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
On a scale of 1 to a million, we're at 2.
For sure.
No, that's just on that note. I actually had a buddy pack me just totally in the vein of what you told me about your dad drinking the Swish. My buddy took some freshly harvested marijuana one time, took it up to my press here, squished it out into live rosin. It was like the whitest, purest, goopiest rosin I'd ever. And for those who don't know what rosin is, it's just when you take a bud, squish it out, and if it's at a certain moisture content, the fluids and the oils and all the goodness just pops and bursts into an oily complexion, and it falls away from the rosin bag. You take that, you put it in a dab rig, smoke it up, get yourself real good and high, and go eat a full box of cereal. But what I didn't realize was just how potent and what large a size this guy had done for me. So he got the dab rig already. He was a good friend of mine, and he's like, "Hey man, we're gonna do this right now." I'm like, "Okay, sounds good. I'm always down to smoke something." And this motherfucker puts this, he just hits it, big glob in there, it's all fresh. I'm like, "What is it?" He's like, "Well, it's your brand new freshly harvested Abscon, and it's live rosin." And he's like, "Hit it as fast as you can." I'm like, "All right." And I just go and I go and I go and I exhale, and I'm just like, "Uh-oh, I've crossed the line." Like
there's that line that
I'm like, I don't think I've ever fucking done this before. And then I'm just like, I started like I'm checking on reality now. Like, you know what I'm like, whoa, did I just break out of the Matrix or something? I just got so fucking lit up.
Yeah.
And then I start talking to him. I'm like, I can't handle. I gotta go inside, have a cold shower, eat a full box of cereal, pass out on the couch, wake up at midnight. I'm just like, where the fuck am I at? And I did not smoke a dab after that for like 3 years. Like he that same thing.
You remind me of my dad.
He fucking broke me. I was just like, I don't even want to know what we're trying to smoke here, because I'm not having it. Like, it looks good, smells good. I'm not getting in on it though.
Just not for me, man.
Right? Just like your dad there. Yeah, just too much.
It's just one of those things that it's just
those whiskey barrels are quite a find for you. Then that's really interesting.
Can't believe I stumbled upon them. Man.
Yeah, it's
like it just luck.
Super neat. Yeah,
really interesting.
And the fact that those things are still coming over the border with all this nonsense going on.
There's still business with all this nonsense going on. At the end of the day, business is still continue. Like Okay, so let's talk about all the stuff that's been pulled out of the liquor store. Okay, fine. I get it. Like, all of this is just complete political BS as far as I'm concerned. But like, we still have a ton of American products, and they still have a ton of Canadian products, right?
I mean, the funny thing about that, the irony of it is that I bet you when they say smack the tariffs on, so now Americans are now focused on, okay, I guess we're going to drink Buffalo Trace. Turns out Buffalo Trace's productions go up, then they've got more barrels. They got to get rid of the barrels. It's still a trickle-down effect.
100%.
Right? So,
this is still business.
You can't stop the flow of business and money. You can try, but
that's just it.
It's just going to divert its way around in a different way. So.
10 pieces, I got to order them from the States sometimes when a piece breaks or something.
Right,
like, what am I going to be like, well, I got to find a Canadian retailer.
Yeah.
Like, I'm obviously going to support where I can. I'm not going to not.
But business is business.
100%.
If you need the part, you need the part. Doesn't matter what country of origin it's coming from. That's the tough part with, like, when so much manufacturing gets so spread out across the world, of course you have to start looking elsewhere in the world for stuff if nobody in your country wants to make it anymore. So
I do think it did make Canadians aware of how much we did not support within.
Yeah.
So there was a good thing out of all of it.
Yeah,
except for Tequila Rose. That was like
bring back the Tequila Rose.
That was tough, man. That was real tough. I'm like, what happened to Tequila Rose?
I wonder too. I mean, just on that note, like, I wonder how long this is going to last. Like, how long the tariff thing is gonna last, or like, when are people like? I wonder when it will come around that people are like, okay, let's just stop doing this. I don't know. Maybe they won't. Maybe it's one of those things now, like income tax. Did it once and now we've got it forever.
Do you know why we had income tax?
War.
Yes.
Yeah. It was supposed to be done after the war.
Yeah.
I know. Oh, we've done so many fucking deep dives on this goddamn show about what's what. Yeah, man. I know. It's fucked up. There's so many things that we're now taxed for that we were not, it is strange to think, like, once you can't tax anymore, it's like, okay, now we're going to put tariffs on other countries. Like, if you take it too far with your own citizens, you're like, I'll just tax somebody else's country now.
I think,
I don't know. It's
money is such a, money is so necessary in order for survival. And that's how we're built by design. Like, we're not living in a barter system. Like,
no.
We use paper.
Yeah.
Electronic transfers, whatever you want to call it. Like,
these things are
an illusion.
New currency soon. I'm gonna start paying money. Start paying for dinner with Charizard.
Right?
Yeah. You relax.
He's on
Here,
it.
well, I'll tell you what we're at a certain point in the show. Let's do it. Here, you're doing Scarlet and Violet. And you can do the special, since I
have no idea what I'm doing.
You're going to pop a pack. We can all just
pop a pack means open it up?
Pop that pack, baby.
Can you tell I'm making dinner or doing something when my boys are in the room talking about, oh man, and bro, this is mine, and I don't know. Okay.
Yeah.
Is there a magic trick to it?
Nope. You are, all the audience needs to know is that you're opening an Obsidian Flame booster pack. What do you got? You didn't just, how you doing over there?
I'm trying to open it.
You got it?
Oh. The one bad thing I never get is opening it.
I got it.
Oh, never mind.
You got it.
Yeah, I got it.
I love it. See, this is the fun part about our show is we can do whatever the fuck we want.
Hell yeah.
Hells yeah. No, Pokemon is kind of a very interesting phenomenon in and of itself, since we're talking about, currency and what things are worth around the world, and like certain things can move around and certain things can't. It's very, very strange. Like this holds value no matter what country. You got her? I was just about to ask if you needed assistance. What do we got? Are you gonna give us the slow build up here, Gabe? What do you got?
We got a pie pad.
All right.
I cannot pronounce it. Falabi.
Hey man, I can never pronounce any of the bulk cards.
Toxel.
I just want the EXs, baby.
Medichaman, Quaxwell.
What's he gonna?
Sightseer, Mischief. Can't pronounce this one, but I got this one.
Hey, all right. Any EXs? Any full arts? Any? No.
Yeah.
The Scarlet and Violet ones are tough. They're tough. Oh, you got a couple hollows though. Right on.
My turn?
Cool. Yeah, go for it by all means.
I know this is not important.
You're going from the back. Oh,
get rid of the energy.
he's going.
These, I feel like I see these in my kids' rooms and they have no value to them. Yep.
That's
I think I've swept a couple of those up and been like, hey, man, if it's on the floor, it doesn't mean anything.
We have a tactic for those cards, actually.
Oh, do you? Okay,
Yeah,
I'd love to hear about it.
Sure.
What's a Charcadet?
Charcadet? I don't. You got me.
Okay.
I'm only looking for the. I thought you were gonna say what's a Charizard? Charizard. I'm like.
I know Charizard
fuck
because
with me.
I've had to like chase these Pokemons in these invisible parks at like the most random hours at night. Mom, we gotta go.
We gotta get the Charizard.
And then the trading places where I've had to drive to buy these things in plastic cases.
Yeah.
I got a Powinard, a Lillipup.
Here we go.
Crab,
Here we go.
Waller. I think you want the Halloween, the fun ones, right?
I want.
The face.
Don't give it away.
He gave it away.
Okay, let me just start with the crappy ones.
I saw something really shiny.
Gumshoes.
I hope it's an EX or an
Pupitar. I
Altar.
can't
It is,
even.
I'm taking it.
Pupitar.
Togetic.
All right.
Larvitar.
Here we
Okay,
go.
I got some shiny ones.
You got some shinies.
Pulpitoad.
Pulpitoad it is, baby.
Scissor.
Sizer. Cool. Sounds good to me.
Okay, did I get anything of any value in here?
We'll have to look it up
Maybe a
when
couple
we'll
cents.
just look it up on price charting there in a
Few
bit.
cents.
And what did I opened an Obsidian? What did I do? I did an Obsidian Flames too. Okay, so we got Swablu, Oddish, Dratini, fucking Charmander. Yes.
A Charmander. So I'm assuming he's a Charizard kind of person?
He's in that little family there for sure. So here
He's
we
a
go.
Charizard that you can evolve, and then like in a game, in like Pokemon Go, you
Base
start,
form.
You start with like what's that the first one? I forgot.
I thought it was Charmander.
Oh, Charmander. Then you got that one.
Yeah, that's Charmander.
And then you got Charizard.
Charmander, Charmeleon, Charizard.
Yeah.
That's how it goes.
Charmander, Charmeleon, and Charizard.
Yep, that's the three of them in order.
I just hunt the big ones.
Yeah.
So basically, if I see anything
Here.
that starts with the word char, I better be careful with it.
Yeah, here you go. You can have you can have a look at the Holy Bible there if you want, Gabe. Since we're on the
Am
subject.
I allowed to mix these or no? I'll just put.
Yeah, you can. We can stack them up. We'll go through it after the episode and get them all online. And so what we do with them when we actually pop them, if they're of value, we're gonna just start listing them on our website, just so you can do the.
Holy shit! This is a lot of first editions.
Shoot.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Jesus. Holy.
Yeah. That's why it's the Holy Bible. So I didn't even do we got a Soul Rock, a Doug Trio, a Houndstone, and then into my hollows we got an Electric and a Malamar and a Togekiss. That was funny because I did that skit where Togepi, what about my Togepi? And then I think this is like what a Togepi evolves into. I don't know anything about any Pokemon except for that binder.
Okay.
And like kind of the base. Like the 151 was such a huge hit worldwide because it kind of like brought the new generation with the old generation and let everybody kind of start hanging out. You may check that one too if you'd like to. Just for funsies, but that's the start of the collection there. Anyways, young Gabe. So
Hey, Andrew, let me ask you something. What would be like more like rare? A first edition Charizard? I'm talking about like a good one, or like those ones you see that are like black and gold.
Are we talking? Okay, so by all technical standards, first edition 4 of 102 Charizard is the holy grail of Charizards, right? So the Delta, I think it's the Delta species Gold Star, or maybe it's just the Gold Star. There we go. So bring it back, Jack. Here we go. The first edition base set Charizard is widely considered the rarest and most valuable Charizard card. This card, released in 1999, is highly sought after by collectors and investors due to its popularity, historical significance, and high price. Other rare and valuable Charizard cards include the Shiny Charizard and Charizard Star. It should be Gold Star, but the first edition remains the most coveted. Now, Jack, do me a favor while we're here and look up Charizard Gold Star, and it would be 100 of 101 is the number on it, and then we can look at it on price charting or even on the collector app.
if that's a PSA 10 card, that's $100.
Yeah, see, it's insane. So we'll send it off with the MTG. We'll get our boys at MTG North to have a look at it and send it off for us. You never know with these things. It's just such a strange phenomenon. Yeah, Charizard Gold Star number 100s. Is this the one you were speaking of, Gabe?
Yeah.
Yeah, so this one is rare, but it's not so rare that you like if you have a first edition 4 of 102 in a PSA, it is $275,000 American, I believe, just like base, and then there PSA 10 on this one is their Canadian 46. So it's gone up significantly. Yeah, they're going well, and I know why they're climbing a lot too, because we are getting very, very close to a certain birthday. So be ready for next year because it'll be huge. Pokemon will be everywhere again next year.
What is it? Some sort of iconic anniversary?
30th.
30th? Wow, it's 30.
30 years old next year, February 27th, 2026. Price of every single card will probably skyrocket.
I remember when I was a kid.
That's my word.
Jesus Christ.
I said it there. I said it on this podcast. Everybody can listen and take it for what it's worth. But honestly, that's...
Excuse me.
Oh, no worries. No worries.
You got a full page of Charmeleons, Charmanders.
Well, yes, sir. You can't be a Charizard hunter if you don't know what you're... You got to get out into that jungle and find those little sons of bitches.
Is this one real?
What's that?
Is this one real?
No, those ones are all just... So those are like little fakies. I think there's like an Amazon set that's available that you can get. Those are just like ones that came up in random collections along the way. Like what I do is I both pop packs here on the show. It's a great way to like generate entertainment with people, and it's actually, I can't lie, it's fun as fuck. Everybody that's come up here and pop packs with me is just enjoy. Yeah, the whole back's energy's there, sir. But you got to be ready to battle with those Charizards too, of course, once you hunt them. But that being said, everybody that's come up here to pop packs has a great time doing it. But I also go out and I will like search out people's collections that they've already. Here, I'll take that back from you.
Oh shit.
All good. No worries. But yeah, it's kind of like a strange thing where you can buy people's whole collections, and then they've got random little single finds in it, like just little doodads that you never necessarily know you're gonna find. But yeah, that being said, it's a very strange thing to get into once you start collecting them and looking into the whole world of it. So
I'm telling you, I saw them when I was a kid. So by the time the Pokemons came out, I think I was in like, I don't know, 6, 7, or 8. I used to see all the little primary kids in the schoolyard playing with these Pokemon cards.
Yeah. Well, it's like, did you have anything like of your, say, generation or your school years that you remember that was like really, really hot? Was there
like
something?
GIMP? Like
what's that?
She's laughing.
The craft things.
Tell me more. I don't know anything. What are we talking?
GIMP bracelets at camp with the like flat plastic bracelets.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like GIMP.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
Bring it up.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't the slightest idea what you're talking about. But no, that like Pogs were huge when I was like in very like really, really little kid in school.
So that's the thing, is that by the time when I remember all these things, but you're at that age where you're like too cool
it's not cool
playing with stuff.
Yeah.
And then I have my son at a young age, and here comes this guy with like Pokemon cards and Tamagotchis. Yeah, GIMP, man.
Yeah, I was gonna ask Tamagotchi if anybody was messing with those.
We had like stadiums, and this guy had me buying these balls, and he would like smash them. So I got into these things because of my kids, and now I had to do it all over again.
What do we got here? Can I see that? I can't see what you're saying.
That?
What do we got? What's this here? What are we reading here? Okay.
The only 2 numbers I couldn't get is yours and Oscar's.
Oh, I'll get you my number. Don't you worry about it, sir. We'll make sure you're updated. You can get a hold of me when the time is right. Yeah, we'll get you my phone number there. Not a problem. But yeah, like everybody collected something back in the day. So one other thing now I just realized that's become like a strange rarity is Thomas the Tank Engine.
Yes.
The wooden stuff, the wooden tracks, the wooden cars, all the old style stuff.
That's about 25 years old, that stuff.
Hand painted, dude. I have crates of it and I'm never letting it go.
Don't.
I I adore it just as like an adult who's a kid trapped in an adult body. But certainly like when I had, it was such a blessing to have a son, because I'm like secretly in the back of my mind, I was like, yes, now I can get all my old toys.
Planes, trains, and automobiles.
Right. So you're like, now I can have a Nerf gun fight for like, and it's innocent and I don't look weird. we were talking about it last night. Actually, it's kind of strange for an adult to just say be at a music concert or a festival, just running around out on the lawn, unless they're hanging out with their kid. Then you're just playing, right? Different. Yeah, but you can't just be an adult that wants to go play.
Listen, no, you can't, because it's considered to be weird.
Yeah,
but it's so funny that you said it is. But you know what, guys? I gotta tell you, I'm a mom of 2 boys, and then there's Daniel, and like Nerf gun specifically. Nerf gun. When this guy got into Nerf guns, this guy's at Toys R Us and Walmart buying like these bazooka, and they're in the living room and they're all playing, and I'm like, you are truly a child. Like, and like, how many Nerf guns did Dad buy you? Like the top ones.
I think I still have them in my old toy chest. I at least have
that
30?
big MAGA, big fucking...
Yeah, I actually have one of those.
Yes.
And I'm like sweeping up Nerf bullets, and these guys, there was even the balls at one point.
Yep.
I got my crossbow.
Like, let her rip.
And he's a grown-ass man having fun with the kids.
But I mean, I hate to like circle back to like those primate days. Like it was like thinking about like what a man's role was in the household, right? And then thinking about the son's role too. It's like before long the son's gonna be the man of the house, and so it's like ironically, luckily enough, we get to exercise our strategic play with the likes of Nerf guns. But I mean, when it comes right down to it, that defense tactic, that's right, like men teaching boys, grab what you need to and defend. Let's go, 100%. Right? Like don't be scared.
But like the thing is nowadays you bought your son a Nerf gun.
You bought your son a
like,
what
are
you pro hunter? What are you trying to? What are you violent? And you're like, no, I want my son to be able to defend his house if and when such things arise. Like, is that so bad?
We're just playing. Like even. Oh man! Like I got him a cap gun.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah,
because they're fucking dope.
Like he was having fun. Like who cares? Like. He's a 6-year-old little boy running around thinking he's like a cowboy. Who cares? Like,
you gotta let him rip.
As an adult, you're like a weirdo putting more thought into this than you need to. Like the kid.
Get caps and then set them on the ground. And
I
smash
know.
Them with a hammer.
Yeah. So okay, here's a word to the wise though. That escalates. If you don't tell your kids, you got to make sure the dangers of hitting munitions on the ground with a hammer, because
the electronic spark that would.
Well, but I'm just saying, like. I did the cap gun thing. Then I found out about 22 bullets.
Are you talking about the flat paper ones?
No, like you put a 22 bullet into a 22 gun and you can fire it, right? But those bullets are so small and look so harmless that you as an 11 or 12-year-old boy, you can set one on the ground and you can hit it with a hammer and it'll fucking go off. And you don't know where it's going to go.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And so like that's the thing about like those types of educations. Whereas if you let boys just go by their own devices and you never tell them, hey, yeah, you can hit a cap gun with a hammer, I wouldn't advise doing that with any other sort of munition, because that shit's dangerous, right? It could blow up in your face. It could fire off in a random way. It could hit somebody else. It could ricochet. There's 1,000 things you could do with it, but I did it. You know what I mean? Like I had a 22 bullet. I was like 12 or 13 and I'm like, I did it with a cap gun.
I feel like we're more involved as parents than our parents were when we were kids. Hence why we did a lot of stupid shit.
Right, like, and I got away with nobody even knew that story until I just said it right here, right now.
But now you have that experience. Like I come from immigrant parents who were always working, right? So like they were busy as shit.
They didn't know what a 20
time for me.
Yeah, what the fuck's a 22 bullet?
Exactly.
And a hammer. Where'd you get that hammer?
In the garage, you were working. So, exactly. Like, I feel like with him, like, I'm more involved. Not to say that I'm, like, on him. Like, he still needs to be a kid, right? And enjoy life. But, like, bro, I wouldn't do that because this is what the domino effect is. For every action, there's a reaction.
Exactly.
So I feel like we educate our kids more than what we ever were because our parents were working. They were busy. It was a different time.
And, I mean, so, like, one thing I always think about, too, like, my son Lex, he's got his Apple Watch. He has more information worn on his wrist than how many generations of everybody before him that ever lived for his entire family line. So he can be like, I won't say her name because she'll respond, but hey, S woman, what happens if I hit a bullet on the ground with a hammer?
Yeah.
Please don't do that. That is a very risky maneuver. Like, you know what I mean? Like, AI is hopefully going to be there to be like, stop, but I couldn't ask anybody.
We didn't have that.
I mean, I probably could have asked someone and they would have been like, what are you, fucking stupid? Like, like, don't do that. You know better than that. And I'd be like, do I?
Didn't you?
Did I? Like, and that's another part of the whole thing about like closing the loop. We've talked about that before too, where it's like it's easy to tell someone not to do something once you know what's happened in your own personal experience, and you're like, yeah, you can eat that, but I wouldn't, right? Or like, whatever. Like, if say you're just anything, like you're like, oh, you could ride down this hill as fast as you can with no helmet and knee pads and arm pads on. I wouldn't, but like somebody, exactly.
But we did.
And we survived it. And somebody before us told us, don't do that, because they were like, they knew. But you're like, it's something about closing that loop.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like the millionaire would always tell you don't need to own a Ferrari. That's just a depreciating asset. Why even bother? But for the guy coming up trying to get the money, maybe that thing was like the goal, right? Like that was part of the goal. I have to close that loop before I know I don't actually want it, right? Like you get it, and then you're like, fuck. Turns out it's just like every other problem I had, right? So, right?
Is that true, right?
Yeah. It's just like,
oh, watch out.
And, you didn't even see the slab shelf. Oh, yeah, that got your attention,
Bro,
didn't
I've been
it?
blocking it.
Right?
Yeah, I was originally going to sit there.
And, well,
I know.
We were tactical about it because I didn't want your neck cranked the whole time you were trying to film an episode, right? It's just staring at the slabs or whatever.
I feel like we're gonna end up back here because I feel like we've just touched base on tiny subjects here and there. Because I'm a talker like you are, so this is the challenge, right?
No, that's how we do it, though. It's all supposed to just be a nice long conversation about this, that, and the other thing.
That's good.
So, yeah, it's all good. It's all good. But I mean, so then I guess if we're going back to what we were originally here for. How long have you been doing this now? The whole wedding, whiskey, everything, all that stuff.
So if you count my corporate experience, so when you ask me, are you a wedding planner? No. To me, a wedding planner is... So a wedding planner, to me, in my opinion, God, everybody don't hate me, but you're just somebody who stands there with a clipboard, makes calls, and just stands and points your magical little wand and tells people to do things.
Right.
I own all of these things, and the things that I don't own, I source myself. But I'm in the trenches with everybody.
Right.
I put the tents, I set the tables, I do the chairs. Like
it's like wedding rentals is probably more accurate, or like
because my business model is designed a little differently. So a typical a la carte tent and event rental company you can pick things on their website, put them in your bin, put your credit card in, and voila, they show up at your house. They pitch the tent, and everything gets left underneath that tent. You need to figure it out. And then guess what? Sunday morning, you need to take all that down, and by the time that they get there Monday, it better be ready to go, or you're getting charged because they have to clean up.
You have a look at that one.
So my business model is designed for people who want to essentially pay for a convenience.
Right.
That convenience is like, come in, I do your tent, your table, your chairs, your linens. I set everything up for you. I decorate. I move your chairs from your ceremony, the whole 9 yards. I'm back Sunday morning or Saturday night, depending on if you finish early or not. And I clean everything up for you. That tank gets taken down, and you didn't have to worry about a thing. Other than your garbage. You got to keep your own garbage.
Yeah. We'll handle that. No, I was very actually happy about the way that you guys operate your package specifically, because I wanted to, like, there were some things that we needed to deal with, like in the interim of you getting the tent up. And then, so, it was nice to be able to just say, we need you to get the tent up a little bit, like a couple days early, because we've got some custom things we want to put into it for ourselves.
Right.
And you had no problem,
because we're a family-run business.
Yeah. Well,
you have that flexibility. We're not a corporation of like, no, you're Mitchell, you're scheduled to be delivered on this day, and that's the end of it.
No, amen to that, because like the flexibility of having a bit of a smaller company is something we've been relishing in as well. Both at Ogo and at Heckman Renovations, the ability to pivot on a moment's notice, not only pivot but also like adjust expectations or the reality of what it is that we're working at, and like sometimes plans change, and you add numbers on or you take numbers off, or you need an additional day for some setup of something that is not your typical thing for a wedding. I don't know, whatever it is, but the ability for you to just say to us, like, don't worry about it, we got you covered, all that's very, very reassuring for us.
Of course it is.
Yeah, we don't, it's stressful enough, so it's it can be tough without having all these other the rentals and the setup and the takedown and all of that stuff. So
well, that's just it, right? Some people have retained me to stay on site and just execute everything for them, right? They just want to party. They just want to drink. They want to be with their guests. They don't want to worry about who's going to go get the cake. And, oh my God, you forgot about the coffee. And get my card box, go put it away.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of stuff that happens in weddings.
Oh, yeah, the behind-the-scenes stuff. And also, too, I mean, not to demean anybody in the parties, but it's just like, you also kind of want the wedding parties to be parties, right? You don't necessarily want everybody in the wedding party on you're on dishes and you're on, it's not like, that's not what we're here for. We're here to kind of
have a good time,
party and celebrate, right? So
100%.
Yeah. So it's a great little change up from what I would have assumed was the typical style of.
I've just broken outside of that norm and did it a different way.
Good for you. Well, that was part of the reason why I knew you'd be a perfect fit for the podcast too. I mean, innovation always sneaks in through the side. Right. Chances are you'll probably find more innovation in something looking at something totally fresh than something you've been involved in, say, for your entire life. You can just see, your corporate background immediately led you to poke holes in the current model of whatever it is you began to assess and say, okay, I think, there's a hole here, there's a hole here, and there's a hole here. If we patch those holes and we market ourselves in a particular way, we've got a brand new business model that nobody's ever seen
And that's
before.
Exactly what I did, my friend. That's it. 25 years is to answer your question. 25 years. That kind of is an indicator of how old I really am. But
you're good. You're
25 years, 20 on a corporate level of a thankless job.
Yep.
I mean, I was obviously compensated to do a job, and that's the bottom line. But
you got paid for your work.
Yes, but when I deal with retail and consumers, they like me. They're happy. They're thankful.
Oh, corporate, we were so thankful.
Yeah,
we were having
corporate
a good time.
is just like, okay, we paid you, and like the CEO and everybody else gets all the recognition. I'm like, yo, I was here till 3:00 in the morning, booging and doing everything. Right. And there was never any mention, and I'm big on that.
Well, that's the thing. That's the thing for our wedding. I'm like, we want to invite you. We're like, I hope you just come. Yeah, I gotta work.
I gotta work
at your wedding.
Listen, if you're having a steak and dough, maybe we can come.
Well, hey, there you go.
There you go.
Next Saturday.
It's a long weekend.
4 till question mark.
Where is it?
Just up the road here at Black Donnelly's Brewery, the official beer of the Growing Pains.
Because we only have a setup next. No, we're working. I think it was the long weekend.
Okay. You had me going there for a second.
Damn, I would have came. We've actually purchased tickets for people's stag and does. Like, we establish relationships with couples. They come and see us at our home and stuff. Of course. And we've bought tickets, and I always like to support where I can.
You guys damn near had to kick me out when we were up.
Kick you out. Come on, we just had to work, right?
Yeah, I know. And that's what I was saying too. I'm like, damn, we got to get home and get some shit done today.
I know. I got to go pack the trailer for next week's wedding. Sorry, babe. And I'm just like, I don't want to go do it.
Yeah, right. Well, that's the thing is like everybody else is out having some fun. It's a good weather. The sun's shining, and you're like, yeah, the beach would be great, but the beach doesn't fill my bank account.
It doesn't. However, when everybody's stuck in 25 feet of snow out here,
you're going on vacation.
I'm a Playa del Carmen for a couple weeks just chilling. So my summer is everyone else's winter.
Yeah,
so it works. It balances itself out.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly, this being that I've been, say, a dope grower and now, of course, just getting into all the sorts of gardening, this is that time of the year when I do not want to be away from home. That's how I am. That's how it's wired. But also, I mean, obviously running a company that requires a lot of attention and work and innovation and constantly trying to bring something else to life or bring an advertisement to life. So there's always something going on. And so, I felt this winter too, particularly, it wasn't twiddling the thumbs, but it was like twiddling the thumbs, waiting for that weather that was appropriate to do shit outside. You know what I mean? Like,
did it ever come?
There was so much. Well, it's been the shittiest growing season right around here lately. It's been wild weather back and forth like a seesaw. Yeah. But still waiting for it. I was still waiting for it. And of course you get all your shop work in order, you start to get things done, and then you're like, okay, I want to go outside. So it finally arrived, and then the last thing I necessarily want to do is maybe take too many days off to go elsewhere from what it is that we got to do all summer long anyways. I think it's just the agricultural way of looking at it, right?
You know what? I get it, but you have to.
Oh yeah, you do. Definitely. I've learned, like, I mean, we've been out on the bike just a lot more lately, which has been fantastic. We got to see Contain the Dogs last night down at out down in Embro there at that what's it called? Rock the Garage, or Rock the Garage in Embro. So that was fantastic. Took the Harley out with Alexandra there and did a big old tour and got up to see her family as well. But it's absolutely accurate. You do. I mean, it's good to work hard and it's good to go. But then, if you start to get to the point where your wheels are maybe just spinning and you're not feeling like you're making any progress, just unplug for a minute
and that's what we do. Like I say to Daniel all the time, I'm like, I don't want him to grow up and think that all we do is work. Like, he works for us and he gets paid, and he gets to wear his clothes that he wants to wear. And guess what? He gets on his scooter and he goes to the store and gets what he wants to get, right? But he earns it.
I saw some stellar Charizards that you were hustling there right off the bat, man. Yeah, when you showed me your collection, I'm like, damn, this dude knows what's up. So
he gets paid, man.
I'm proud of you, man, for doing what you do. And honestly, the strange thing about those Charizards that you're buying, like I just said, like, you're buying them now, boy, hold on to them for a minute and then watch your investment grow. Like, it's as strange as it is. Pokemon is an investment.
It is.
It fucking is. Like, those things have like tripled in value since I got them. I only got them less than 2 years ago.
It truly is. I can tell you, as someone who's been through this 2.5 times, because I watched all the kids do it in the playground. It is.
It is. It's just really, and like the shitty part about it is, like, you get old and you realize certain truths. Like, well, back in the day, I could go to the Mitchell Arena and I could buy a first edition set of Pokemon out of the booster box where everybody had them available. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
You walk up to a counter and you're just like, I can buy the first edition Charizard right here for $2.
I know. And how much was it for like a whole box? We're talking like
probably like $12.99 or some nonsense like that.
Jesus.
Those first edition boxes that have like what is it, 20 or 30 packs in them, they're worth $60,000. Silence. Room's just silent. You can just, if it's a first edition, it's got the Scyther, or it's a Team Rocket or whatever, and you know it's first edition, it's printed right there on the box, and it's sealed. You can just throw that thing online and just watch your money come in.
Exactly.
It's insane. It's so fucking wild. Like,
but sealed.
The
thing is kids would have played. When this came out, this was like the hot new, like.
So
I mean, unless some
grandparents somewhere didn't give it to a kid for
that's what I'm saying. Like, unless you were really bad and you got punished and mom put it in a closet somewhere and you didn't get it.
Our mom had the gift cupboard. And I mean, to this day, she still has it. And
that's amazing.
And you don't know what's in there and from what year and from what generation, right? Because it's just stuff that she bought at a Zellers or a fucking Target or a whatever was handy that day. And she had a little bit of extra money and she scooped up a Lego set or an extra set of Pokemon cards just in case there was somebody's birthday came up that she forgot about. And in a moment's notice, she had something of value for each and every style of person that she knew, right? So,
that's smart, man.
Really cool. And then of course her being just, and Pete, you notice I have this tendency of, but I collect everything. I mean, everything from all of the generations of my life. I put a lot of it up in this room just so we'd have something to look at and talk about. But like, certainly I tend to just, if it looks like it's going to be valuable in the future, I'm like, I've got a closet. I'm sure I've got a closet somewhere I can put that in. It's fine. And then like Pete taught me about the basketball cards.
Oh yeah.
You're into the hockey cards and all that stuff. Cards. Oh my God.
Listen, my mother took my Nintendo and my Donkey Kong and all our stuff, and she had some garage sale. Me and my sister was like, Mom, what'd you do?
Yeah,
we used to have the old wrestling rings. All of our WWF Saturday morning.
And WWF, though.
Yes, the man. She sold all of our VHSs. I was just like, Mom, but why?
That's so funny. The F makes it so much more valuable, right? Yeah. Before they switched to WWE.
And get the F out, yeah, right?
Yeah, it was just, she's like, that. F off. I'm going to sell this stuff.
Well, we had all moved out and all gotten married, and I guess we just left our stuff.
Yep.
And she thought she was cleaning out. She even had one of those RCA TVs with the wood around. Its thing still worked with its like 12 channels that you press.
We have one.
Sold it, do you?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's probably still powers up. It's got the huge tube in the back. The back's all open now. We were actually going to take it and make it into a hydroponic grow
Were
system.
you?
Yeah, we're still. I mean, there's still. If it doesn't work, I mean, maybe now we sell it. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's funny how the retro stuffs.
My mom sold all of our shit at a garage sale, and I just like looked at her like, but why? We had Atari, ColecoVision, the original Nintendo with the duck hunt with the two guns.
Some Beanie Babies. Do you have any Beanie Babies?
No, my older son had. Hold on, what are those tree things? Oh my goodness.
Jax was about to.
Tree sets.
What are those things that gave you a code? Was it a Beanie Baby?
Yeah.
Look them up.
Hold up.
I gotta call my son. Listen, I have hundreds of these little stuffed animals that there's a code.
Is it TY? Is it Beanie Baby?
Was it a Beanie Baby?
I don't know.
What is the TY?
There was a tree frog or something that was like so rare, and I had to go finding it for him.
So
Search something up for me. I want you to search up.
I think
Babies.
these are them.
Beanie Baby?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I have at my mother's house, and I'm like, don't you ever sell these things. Like,
Yeah,
she
yeah,
knows
yeah.
now after like she got
Of
like
course.
an ass kicking from the three
Of
of us.
course. Well, so I just started watching. What was that? I'm trying to think of it. Just give me a sec. Netflix series. It was the Auctioneers, and it was like Road to Gold or the Golden Touch. It was, and the family's last name was Golden. Right.
Okay.
So, and basically they're just auctioneers. But they go and find rare and hot collectible items from around North America. That's the premise of that show, the Golden Touch, right? Netflix. And so like it could be like first edition baseball cards. It could be TY Beanie Babies. It could be a fucking Michael Jordan Nike first edition that he wore, or something, I don't know, whatever it is. They find these rare collectibles and buy them up and sell them on auction and make that's how they make their money. It's a cool show. Anyways, short story long, Jax is getting ready to go give this stuff to our church, right? For it was a church fundraiser, and I'm not trying to hoard money from the church. That's not what I'm about. But she comes out with this box of stuff. I'm like, oh, cool, you're giving away all this stuff, and get digging. I'm like, oh, you sure you want to give away this fucking Beanie Baby? And she's like, I don't give a shit. Why? I'm like, well, pull out the phone. It's like a $750 Beanie Baby. I'm like, so...
Hold on, you mean I could be sitting on a gold mine?
You could be go fucking look it up. You don't know what you don't know.
No, there's
It's
like hundreds
fantastic.
of these things.
Yeah,
I hear
So like,
the waves crashing at Cabo right now.
It's-
Oh my
It-
god,
yeah,
the
there
waves
you go.
are crashing
there,
in Cabo
the waves.
right now.
Yeah, you can hear that tide rolling in.
You
Eh?
want to do me a favor? Please
Sure.
search up how much for a Mint Atari right now.
Like an Atari gaming system.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
just
An Atari.
search that up.
Honestly, I don't want to look at it right now because I'm just gonna be so cheesed at my mom. Like
out of the one that
all my
out of the
Barbies are
100
Barbie
What is it?
bus.
2,500. Is that what it is? An original?
The original. Yep.
Okay, what's it worth? But the thing about these now is that they can 3D print them.
It's not the same.
It's
man.
not the same. They're vintage.
$2,000. Wait, what is that? I can't.
But
read.
that's what
Pre-owned.
somebody's selling.
That's
it
on
for.
eBay. Yeah, it's more useful if you can see like a history of what it's actually been. There is an original Atari worth any money. Click that.
If you look up right now, a father and son just found a original Nintendo in their attic, valued at $360,000.
Like in a box, like
Correct.
yeah. It's just yeah.
Oh yeah,
The-
no, I use.
So this is my
Apparently not.
this is my tactic nowadays because I've gotten wise to
Jesus
the
Christ.
actions of things. Is that if I'm going to go buy something that is I view potentially collector, I probably buy two of them.
That's smart.
I just want one for me to enjoy. I want it
one-
out of
one
the package,
put away.
and I'll just throw the other one up, and the one
I
that's
got
in the
it.
package will cover the cost of both of them. Long, you know what I mean?
Long-term longevity.
Long term.
I think I'm gonna have to start applying this rule.
Well, it's and I mean, like, so the other thing too is with certain print offs of certain things, and I'm not like I hate that we're in such a materialistic world, but here I am a fucking podcaster anyway, so whatever. With Under Armour shoes, I regularly buy two of the same size of whatever model I like because I know I'm gonna want to wear one. Yeah, it deteriorates, and then by the time it's deteriorated, if I go back online to get it again, it will not be available. So, and obviously they do that to drive consumerism, of course, but it fucking works. So whatever, it's what I like, right? So everybody, a rock star has 30 guitars on their wall, like a Pokemon collector has 100 Charizards on their wall, so.
But if we work so hard and we don't utilize what's the point of doing all this?
What is the point of working your fucking ass off?
Going to do and have the things that we want.
Amen. And too, like to that note too, like some people collect vacations, right? Like some people collect experience, right?
That's me. That's me.
And I think probably too, we all get just enough of hopefully long enough of a life that we can mix them all up, right? Like you get to collect possessions and you get to collect memories, and you know what I mean. Like you want to have both, right? You don't want to just fucking have just money and no time, or like.
But like, so I'm about my experiences. Like as much as I like to have a lot of stuff,
sure.
At the end of the day, it is just stuff.
It's just stuff,
and tomorrow
could be
is
gone.
Not guaranteed.
Amen.
And what are you going to do with my stuff? Sure, they're going to profit from it. Sure. They're going to get it.
Yep.
They're going to miss me. In a few years, I'll be a picture on a wall.
Yep.
And then in a few years, I'll be in a drawer.
Yep.
And then my house will be gone. My car's gone. Like all my shit is gone. He'll give it to his kids. Like it's just
stuff.
I value my time today.
My
time with him. My time with my other son. And I'm going to go do shit with them. And I'm going to post it on my Facebook because that's my time capsule. I'm archaic. Guys, go back and look at this. Like even their baby pictures, I emailed them all their baby pictures when they were kids. One day, go back and look at this. Like,
so I have a deep theory about why I wanted to start this podcast as well. And it's right in that vein. I know that someday I will not be with my son. Right. And I've already spent a lot of my time, my son's lifetime, away from him just through circumstance, right? Just whether it's work or family dynamics or all that stuff, it doesn't matter. But eventually I won't be here, right? Exactly. And there's like no way around that. But if there is something that's here forever, I could use it to my advantage. And in that sense, maybe I can leave a time capsule like you just said, or if in the future, say AI gets so good that my holographic image can come up and he can ask it a question.
Probably.
And I was inspired by the story of Superman. Honestly, that's exactly what he has, his fortress of solitude, and he has his father's computer interface that he can interact with. It's not his dad, but he can hear his father's voice.
That's sick.
Right? He can ask his dad questions, and his dad can say, well, with all the knowledge that I acquired in my life, this would be the decision that I would make, right? And then he's free to use that information how he perceives it fit. But certainly it's a means for me to just communicate with my son long time after I'm gone. So yeah, that's aside from all the other, it's awesome to have you guys here. I want to see you. I want to hear all about your life, right? You know what I mean? Like it's the community aspect of the podcast is also fantastic. You're also doing what I'm doing for your kids right now, right? So we get to do that together. Your kids will be able to, at very least, they can look back at a video of you having a conversation with me. They know what you sounded like. They know where you're at. You had a attitude. Cool mom. Yeah. My mom was, in fact, cool as shit. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah. And it all, I mean, certainly the helping of a fellow businesswoman and a person that really wants to get her hustle on. And, you know, I saw it in you guys right away. I loved the whole family, loved the vibe. And I was like, hell yeah, I'm happy to host you guys. So
thank you. We're growing really big. We were featured in the magazine, the Rural Voice,
nice.
In the Bridal Edition, and the Citizen in the Bridal Edition. We just were part of the Listowel Bridal Show.
Congratulations!
So we are definitely growing, and I was very happy to be brought into the podcast just to talk. I was nervous at first. I'm like, no. But I know my personality, and like when I meet people, like how I am, I just. Like, I'm just forgetting that these cameras are in my face right now. Like
they're barely there.
You notice I've been looking at you the whole time because we're having a conversation. I'm a face-to-face person.
Yes.
And, like, I could just talk with you for hours. So,
yes,
yeah,
of course.
I'll be back.
Yeah, you will. I mean, so we're going to, like I said earlier, Ali and I, of course, are getting married. You've done the brunt of the work for us there. We've just kind of got to make sure the property's all in order, and shout out to the wedding party and the whole gang and everybody. It's been fantastic to have a crew of people giving us a hand, and and getting everything cleaned up so you guys can come in and do your thing. And I'm happy to promote your business. Like, truly, this was no paid nothing. This wasn't organized for the sake of just advertising for you. I truly do enjoy what you guys are doing out there, and like I said to you, I'm happy to spread the good word and do it online and get your business growing even bigger, because that's what we want to see in this area is thriving businesses and everybody making their money. So
thank you.
Hell yeah.
That.
But I think that's probably a good one here. We'll that'll wrap us up
before
here.
we go.
Yeah. Oh, all right. You had a question.
Bro, sorry.
You had a question too. Yeah.
I had a question.
Well, let's go. Hit me with them. Sorry,
remember
buddy.
I showed you my New Kids on the Block. It hasn't even been open.
Yeah.
How much would that be worth today?
We're gonna look that up. We're gonna do that right now. Let's find it out.
Like mint, bro.
New Kids on the Block.
What was it?
Was it VHS? We gotta.
I have
the thing about
too.
collectors' items is they are just so strange. You never know. You might be sitting on 250 mil, or you could be sitting on $2.50.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, most selling for a few dollars. Yeah,
Hang on to it for now.
New Kids. You never know with them now. If you find an M&M sealed album, it's still.
They're not sealed. I was an Eminem, and I still am an Eminem fan.
For sure. Who isn't?
For Gabe, if you wanted, we watched that graph, how you showed the pricing.
The charts,
You can actually do your own personal one, and then you can check on it every once in a while, and you can see how your cards have grown and how much money you've gained as weeks and months go by.
Yeah, the
personal.
the collector app. Yeah.
Yeah, you can do it for yourself.
Hold up.
Honestly, I should totally get I just didn't get collector because I think they put like a monthly cap on how many you're allowed to add.
Oh, do they?
I think, or you got to pay for. I don't know. I'll look into it. I should get collector because Richard showed me his stock options, and I was amazed. But
and especially as for a young guy to
watch your stock options grow, dude. But all right. So one more time for the audience here. What? Thank you.
It's so nice to be here. I want to come back.
Yeah, please do. We'll talk more weddings, Pokemon. Whiskey barrels, all the good stuff that we're all into, and I can't wait to hear how well it'll be going next time. So.
I want to bring my older son so you guys can talk about your business.
A little bit of weed.
Oh shoot, this guy will be talking for days. On the way here, he said, he's like, Mom, you know who would be really good with Andrew? I'm like, who? He's like, Anthony.
All right, bring Anthony out.
Man, that boy will just talk with you about strains and this
Let's
and
do
that.
it.
And yeah,
we can talk.
He's better in the winter though because he's in culinary. So
okay, cool.
Yeah, he works at a yacht club, so he's.
Let's do it. I want to hear about that yacht club too. So
this collector app, is it this?
That's the one, my friend. You get that, and then you let me know what's going on after you get them all uploaded there.
I bet.
All right. So, until next time.
Thank you so much.
Not a problem.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you, guys. We'll make sure to have all your websites and Instagrams and everything in the bio, and people will be able to find you, okay?
Cool.
All right.
Look what just popped up.
Oh, yeah. Right on. Well, that is it. So, thank you, everyone.
Your best friend.
Till next time. Peace.
See ya.
Bye.